welcome to another episode of the Not For Nothing podcast. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, today I wanted to start talking about bathtubs.
Okay, what about them?
Do you have one?
Yes, but it's very conditional.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your bathtub situation.
So I have a bathtub.
Yeah, like the
tub.
The sink of the floor.
Exactly.
The floor sink.
I love that. I have a floor sink, but I don't have a faucet.
A faucet.
Have you ever seen that before in your life?
You have a glorified, like, bath pool?
I have a basin.
Basin. I was
like, I don't get it.
But there's a drain.
There's just pretty much just a drain. It's like, I'd almost prefer if the drain didn't have a tub.
Yeah, it was just flat.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about older apartments is how it's like bathtub, like the shower bathtub.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Half the time the bathtub is not usable in the way that it should be as a tub. So it's like, why can we just do flat showers?
Like, I guess so, like, but I
but
was
you
like,
have a baby, so
I was like,
useful.
oh, hell yeah, I have a tub.
Yeah.
And then, like, I go to use the tub for my baby, and I'm like,
how do I fill it?
I don't have a faucet. Like,
so you have to run the shower? But that takes forever.
Correct. Like, right.
So did you see that TikTok thing where it's like a tube? It's for people who, like, don't have a handheld shower. Okay.
I have a handheld shower.
Oh, yours is handheld.
Yeah.
Oh, so at least it could be a little closer to the.
Yeah, I guess. All I'm getting, it's just not salt bagging. It's like closer.
Well.
Does it fill quicker?
At my grandma's house, it's like that. It's a
with no tub.
The tub, no faucet, handheld. So
why?
So you fill it like that.
My partner's a plumber, and he's like, I've never seen this in my life. I'm sorry.
Apparently my grandpa who built our house in Belgium did.
He invented it.
Yeah. It's actually a trademark thing. The faucetless tubs.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. My tub in DC, I was so excited when I was like, I live alone. I have my own tub. That means like I'll clean it.
Soak.
And I can soak. I did once. Almost all the water like left the tub as I went in it because it's so like shallow.
Yeah, it's like they used a bath fitter like 4 times.
So I like flooded my bathroom, and then I'm like sitting in there, but like 2/3 of your body are like not submerged.
You're like, so I'm glad that the 1/4 of my thigh,
ankles and my butt are like in water, but I'm cold.
Right.
So I no longer use the tub, but I've been seeing a lot of tub content, and like. Why are people having full-ass meals in the tub?
Oh, why are you bringing food into the bathroom?
I saw this one girl.
It's against Islam to put food in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
I respect that.
You're not even supposed to bring a water bottle in.
That has become necessary in my older age. If I like take a tub, I feel like I need to rehydrate. I'm like so.
I guess so. I don't do baths.
No, like if I'm at a hot tub or something, like.
Yeah.
I like having water.
I know what but that's not a bathroom.
But that's not a bathroom. Oh, I see.
You understand?
It's true. I don't think I bring. First of all, I'm rarely eating in my bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Why ever?
I'm rarely drinking in my bathroom. Like I can't.
I'm never drinking in my bathroom.
Yeah.
The only time I ever have a drink in my hand in the bathroom is if I'm at a wedding.
Yeah.
Or a bar.
Sense, yeah.
And then I have a drink because I don't want my drink to get spiked, and I'm in the bathroom. Not ideal, but necessary.
But I saw this girl the other day, and she had like a full takeout container of dumplings in the bath.
That gives me the chills.
I loved it for content. I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
And beautiful.
And beautiful.
Like, aesthetically pleasing.
And damn, I was hungry.
Right.
But it made me think like, what food is too far in the bathtub?
All.
Like a grape, perhaps, if you're being...
That's actually, I like that idea.
If you're... Or, you know what I would do? A cucumber. Because then you, like, use
Very
slices for the eyes. And then, okay, you'll have a little slice. That'll...
and you use the rest of the cucumber, too.
I'll allow. But...
That's so stupid.
But, and then I saw... Then I started, like, seeing more... Because I liked and shared that one video. So now I'm seeing, like, and it's also definitely becoming a trend. And I have the bathtub ashtray...
Right.
And that is really funny.
Smoking in the bathroom is allowed. Drinking is not.
I don't use it all the time because like once you want to start like moving around, then you're like at risk of wetting the joint.
Whoa. But it is wetting the joint and like having ash in your bathtub.
But it is really fun for like a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bath toy for adults.
It is cool because you can then put it on the side, and it's like at least the ashtray is not like getting like I guess all ashtrays are waterproof, but it's a more waterproof type of ashtray.
It is.
So that's really fun. But I think savory might be too far for me on the food. But
like cake is acceptable?
No.
Okay.
I think I actually just stop it at grapes and cucumber. And not even all fruit. I think mango's too far.
But question, maybe we should be eating like pomegranates in the bathtub to like for cleanliness sake. To be like, you know what? How pomegranate goes everywhere. The juice is so messy. Maybe we should be starting in the bathroom.
Actually, the best pomegranate are peeled in bathtubs.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. I'm just...
Me too. My mom used to make us put down newspaper and sit on the floor.
To do pomegranates?
Yeah. Like as kids.
Yeah. But that's what's crazy now that like newspaper is so like you don't really get the newspaper that frequently anymore. Recently I was finding myself doing a craft and I was like, oh, I need to like buy a tarp.
No, you need to use the paper bags from the grocery store that they charge you 5 to 10 cents for. But I don't do that.
Like I don't have any.
Oh. Yeah. They're less expensive than reusable bags when I forget them all the time.
But because I have a car.
Mm-hmm. You can just shove in and out.
And I have bags that live in my car for the grocery store.
So you can also just shove the products in there. And when you get home, bring down.
But so there's a fail-safe. I don't really have the... And so I was like, wow, I'm such a sustainable queen.
Right.
I don't...
So did you get a tarp?
I had to buy a fucking tarp.
Wait, that's crazy.
Like a small one, but...
I bought Sal a smock.
Yeah, I had a smock as a kid.
Yeah. I feel like you need a smock for eating as well as... Like at this age, you need a smock for eating, and then it becomes a smock for painting, and like messy crafts.
I loved my smock.
I like remember needing a smock, and my mom was like, "I'm not buying you a fucking smock."
It was part of our school uniform.
We needed to have a smock as well.
Yeah, and then we had the special.
And my mom was just like, "No."
We had a special like plasticky tarp that was used for painting. Like similar to it then became newspaper when the plasticky thing started disintegrating. But it was cute. It was like a plastic translucent tarp that had like paint hands on it. Like that was the design.
Oh, it came like that.
Yeah, it came like that.
Oh, cute.
But so when that came out, you know it was about to be a fun day.
I love that. Yeah. I loved art in school growing up. So fun.
But yeah, no newspaper, no tarp. Like it was kind of a weird experience because you used to have always like, you know, laying around random shit.
What do you do? How do you make paper mache now?
How do you make it? Who's going to make the volcano?
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
We made paper mache penguins when I was in 3rd grade.
That's very fun.
And like we had like local artists come help us and stuff. It was like a project that was ongoing for weeks where we took a bottle like of a 2-liter.
Cool.
And that was the body.
Cute.
And we paper mache'd on that and made a head and arms. Each of us made one.
Yeah.
Then we painted them. Then we let them dry. And like it was like a whole process.
And the March of the Penguins.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's very cute.
Very fun.
But on that note, let us know if you eat in the bathtub.
Yeah, if you're a filthy little filth.
Honestly, not trying to yuck your yum, but just trying to be concerned for your hygiene.
Yeah, I'm yucking your yum. I don't care.
And also just like, you know, other stuff happen in bathrooms.
I don't like when other people post my baby on social media.
So as we've like ventured into more like motherhood content, stuff like that, like I've been consuming it more, and it's been a really big debate.
Yeah.
Like it's
funny because I have exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Like if
who's on your list?
There's like a very close list, and it involves aunts and moms.
Yeah.
And let me be clear. When I say aunts, unfortunately, I mean biological aunts.
Blood.
You have to be like DNA related to my child.
Yeah. Because
in one way or another.
You also know in that case, those people are not like, I mean, I don't want to like shit on them, but like they're not influencers. Like they don't have, I'm
kind of family wise.
You know personal who
accounts.
Is watching their stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's really it. It's like, why are you publishing this to your audience so that like these random eyes can like see a child? Whereas like you, it's like then your family members, your more extended family members will see, and like it's like a nice way for them to like.
It's like a staying in touch thing rather than like a clout thing.
Like, why are you using my baby for clout?
It's like my baby's not a prop.
It's weird.
Makes me uncomfortable.
It's also like you're not there I don't know. It's
if I'm not there, it's off limits almost. Unless they send it to me and ask me if they can post it.
Which I think that's also a big thing, is asking permission.
Yeah.
And I feel like that needs to be normalized more, and is a very normalized thing in LA. Like among creators, people will be like, is this okay? Can I like take photos of this?
Right.
Unless you're at a content event and then it's clear that everything.
Like you're supposed to be taking photos of it.
It is very, I've had multiple people in my home be like, is this okay? This is your private home, whatever.
Yeah.
I will always say yes. But but ask me.
The ask is the part that
and
matters.
Because it just makes me think that you value my privacy as well. Like things are so limited in privacy that the things you can limit, try to.
Yeah.
And especially like, the kid and baby content is an interesting, like, what is appropriate, what is not. There's also like, people think it's so foreign and like distant from them, but like sex trafficking and like weird, like
especially if you're with my kid and I'm not, and you're posting where my kid is in real time. Not okay with me. It's not okay with
these
me.
things still do happen. It's not like just in movies and shit. Like you do.
And I'm rarely away from my kid, to be quite honest.
And like, you don't know what people are doing with that content. Who's saving it? Who's sharing it? Like it's.
Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't get on my bad side.
No. And I feel bad for like influencers who have like had their kids exposed and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not with that.
I'm like, guys, there are some parts where it's too far.
Yep. I recently went to Pennsylvania for a weekend trip.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I survived. Yep.
Did you go willingly?
I did.
Okay.
I went like very willingly, actually. I had a blast. I was in like the Catskills.
Love.
So, this is growing up, like I went there a lot because I had friends that had a house there, and like we just chill out there sometimes. Even in the winter, it's like a lakey area, but
it's great to get out of the city.
It's so nice. So I went, and I realized, like, as I'm talking and communicating, I'm like, we're going to go to PA this weekend. Are we going to PA? I went up to PA this weekend. Why do I call Pennsylvania PA? And there's other states like Connecticut that are more syllables, California that aren't CA or CT. New York is not NY.
The only reason I write PA instead of Pennsylvania is because I have no idea how to spell Pennsylvania.
You know what I don't know how to spell?
What?
Massachusetts.
I don't think I know how to spell that one either. And I do MA for that. Or I say Mass.
I know how to spell Pennsylvania, and I still say PA.
It's just like I always fuck it up, and then it like autocorrects to a different word, and I'm like, now it's like too long of a process.
So it's PA.
It's just PA. I'll say Cali.
I won't say Cali.
By text, I won't say it out loud.
Yeah, by text.
Okay,
I'll say
we're
it too.
saying how we say things out loud.
Over text, actually, I think I would say CA too.
Yeah, or yeah.
I'm going to CA. I'll be back whenever.
I do know how to spell Mississippi.
Me too.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you never went to school.
Exactly. That one
MISSISSIPPI.
That one was drilled in.
Yeah. Yeah, Massachusetts, it's wrong every time I write it. And to be clear, my business partner lives in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I worked full time for a company that lived that worked in Massachusetts. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you the order, couldn't tell you the number in each
Connecticut is like
Connecticut.
It's okay. It's doable.
Connect the cuts.
I can't say I've ever like had to like talk about Connecticut that often in text, so I don't know how I would spell it.
Did you see that Nara Smith moved to Connecticut?
No, but that doesn't surprise me.
They bought a house there.
That's like the perfect state for them. No taxes and a ton of white people.
Is it no taxes?
It's not. It's no income tax, I believe.
I literally need to move to Connecticut.
But it's like you pay for it in a like
property taxes.
It'll come to you a different way.
Yeah, totally.
It's just what different way benefits you most.
Right.
But I don't know if it's no income or no property. It's one of or no sales. It's one.
Well, they're gonna definitely.
It's one of the ones that benefits them the most, probably. I think no income is Florida.
Yes, I think it might be.
And then no property is Utah for like certain stuff, like if you're a homestead or if you're like in construction.
So is that how? Oh no, that was.
Yeah, that's how the Mormons like.
Oh, that's how the Mormons. I was thinking about Kanye West. I was like, is that why? And then that was actually not Utah. It was Wyoming.
To be clear, none of this is financial advice, and we are not financial experts.
Oh yeah, just as a reminder,
is just,
nothing ever will be moving forward. So you could just use this one PSA for all.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your taxes. But okay, speaking of taxes and speaking of differences, recently in the news, PA, otherwise known as Pennsylvania, has proved itself as the snitchiest of states.
That's pretty snitchy.
And did you see it coming? Like, I wasn't surprised, but I wouldn't have thought of them as the snitchiest.
I wouldn't have thought of them as the snitchiest, but they're snitchy enough where they're snitchy enough, and I hate to be rude, methy enough.
True.
To want a reward. So I could see someone snitching when drugs are on the line.
That is very valid.
Right?
I also just think they're less, like, there's definitely exceptions, obviously, but less of this, like, anarchist vibe.
Yeah. They're kind of copy.
Exactly.
They're pretty,
definitely like a pro-police
Yeah, I was going to say they're pretty Blue Lives Matter over there.
Jersey, no. I really wouldn't have. No. And New York, we all saw on social media, like, people were like, this was my favorite when I saw people creating, like, Photoshop photos of him in places to, like, create alibis. Yeah. And it was like, so good to see you at the Olive Garden in Times Square. Like,
literally.
I was like, really that's good. So great. I'm like, okay, New Yorkers will never speak.
Right.
Except if it was Eric Adams. And then, but I low-key feel like California would snitch. They, like, are fake liberal.
I kind of agree with that. California, like, low-key has a lot of Karens.
That's the thing. A lot of Karens. Like,
right?
My old landlord, management property.
Exactly.
She would have snitched for
local enemy.
Sure.
Exactly.
Local enemy. Definitely parts of California, like.
Yeah, they're pro-snitchery.
Yeah. DC, unclear. Maryland, for sure, no snitch.
I feel like DC maybe no snitch in this specific instance.
Yeah. Mostly because no one's just there.
No one's snitching because no one saw it.
And the people who are there definitely are minding their own business.
Right? They're covering up a lot of other shit, so.
Regionally, I think Virginia has potential of snitchery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's probably where he was heading next, you know?
You think?
Well, he's from Maryland, so, like, I don't know where he was going to go next.
I don't feel like he would have gone home.
Do you think PA was the last stop, though?
Did you hear that he was, it may have been.
Well, he chose wrong. He should have gone to, like...
I mean, there's theories that are saying, like, the McDonald's employees didn't call.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am in, like, a kind of a loophole of conspiracies on TikTok, I believe.
I mean, the real question is, did he really do it?
I mean, like, I don't think so. But
same.
We'll see.
And that's why I'm like...
Did you know he was missing since July?
That I didn't know. But...
Like, his parents reported him missing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Someone was like, the real issue here is that an Italian kid didn't talk to his mom for months. like, what? Unheard of.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
But PA is really on the map now.
Yeah.
So don't get caught doing shit there, because
they're snitchy.
They're snitchy.
Yeah. What foods are you craving? What are your predictions for the year? What's gonna pop next?
Okay, here is what I have been seeing a lot of recently, and I think it's gonna have a resurgence of, like, trend. It's definitely never gone out of trend, and, like, but has had phase of being trendier. Is braised short ribs.
Ooh.
Like the red wine braised short ribs on, like, mashed potatoes. I've seen so many people making it right now on social. And
I made that this year.
Exactly. And I feel like it's you're, like, seeing it more on menus again, and, like, people are talking about it more, and I feel like that's having a comeback.
I love that. On the contrary,
yeah,
I see people having less and less money, which is so exciting. But I literally saw a video the other day where someone, I mean, granted, this is, like, not disgusting. Like, it's actually probably quite delicious, where people took a baguette and broke it down and put it in a bowl and then put milk with sugar over it. Yeah. And we're eating it almost like cereal. Yeah. And I'm like, it's called poverty, hun. Yeah. Like, that's not... that's also it's not a good sign of the times.
That is just sugar.
Exactly. And I guess if you want to call the milk protein, but it's not. There's a lot of carbs in milk, too. So it is just sugar. But
I also think that's why, like, the meat dishes will become more intricate and more saucy. Yeah. Because you can cover flavor with sauce. Yes. And it becomes more of a special situation, and so you're gonna want to make some, like, that's why brisket is like, Jewish brisket is like that, because it's like you want to cover the old taste of the old meat, but it also feels like a special meal because it like took a labor of love.
It's true. And I do like brisket.
Same. But that's expensive, like getting a cut of brisket.
I did get a cut of brisket and I cooked it to perfection. I did 6 hours in the oven,
and it lasts forever.
Yo, dude.
And the juice, like, there's so much you can make from it,
and it just made such amazing sandwiches.
Exactly.
Pair it with a bread and butter pickle.
But I feel like that's gonna be more and more like, also it's just winter, but I do think there's gonna be more and more of like these slow cooked meals, because it's like you can get lesser quality, and like if you cook it for long enough, it'll be flavorful enough.
Oh yeah. Slow cooked meals, don't even get me started, because I am seriously becoming like the Wicked Witch of the West. I have a cauldron and I use it daily.
I love that. That's how I feel about my big pot. It's not a slow cooker, but it's like,
it's still something
I whip it out daily now, and I'm making magic.
Yeah. When I made my own bone broth the other day, I was just like, I can do this.
That I feel like is, you reached a level. Once you start making your own broths,
then
unstoppable.
Then all of your meals start from that. And then I made a shrimp boil the following day, and the base of my shrimp boil was my chicken stock.
How was the end result?
It was really good. Let me tell you my criticism.
Yeah.
The sauce is missing something.
Okay.
And it's not spice.
Yeah.
Because I got the spices
it's missing
in there.
Like umami.
Yeah.
Like fat.
It's missing almost like a gravy.
Mm-hmm. It's missing depth.
Sense. Yeah. There was lemon, there was spices, there was butter.
Like, it's too front tasting.
It's too much just like the spices and butter.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I get something from like Hook and Reel, it's like a saucy bag. It's sauce. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
And I don't know what I'm missing. I feel like I've gotten closer to what I'm looking for. No joke, when I've taken a packet of this Bulldog hot sauce and added a huge chunk of butter to it, that's closer to what I'm looking for than building a seafood boil sauce from scratch.
I'm curious. We need to investigate. I wonder if you add
cornstarch, maybe?
It could be cornstarch. It could also be like adding a little bit of like chicken bouillon.
Right. Which I did actually. So I don't think it's that.
It's not that either. Mm-mm. Okay, we need to investigate.
And it's not the fat because I had butter in there.
But maybe it's not. It's the quality of the butter.
I use it for everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty good, you know?
But like that, I hate that fact about like how better butter is good.
Like, if I was having lobster and I was simply dipping it in plain butter, that I would, use like a Kerrygold or something.
But it's
like,
so annoying how expensive it is.
But there are alternatives. There's like a bootleg version from Aldi, and it's like the same and it's cheaper. But I'm like, I just need to figure out what I was missing. However, I do think boiling it for like 5-6 hours in my crock pot with my chicken stock as the base helped a lot during the boiling process. Like, if you made mac and cheese or something and boiled the actual pasta in that broth too, it would be amazing.
Oh, so you boiled your seafood for that long?
I didn't put the seafood until the end. I put the onion, potato, carrots.
I was like, I thought seafood was like quick.
No, it was quick, so it doesn't get hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good.
Damn, I want to make that.
Yeah, and it's just like, again, even that, it's showing a trend of like taking your scraps and turning them into something new, like being resourceful.
Soup season's upon us as well.
Yeah, and like, bro, if you have bones, you're throwing them out or giving them to your dog.
And that's the thing, I keep throwing the bones away, and I need to remember I can make broth.
Just throw it in a bag.
I know.
Do you have a crock pot?
I
feel
don't.
like I might have to give you one.
I don't, and yeah, maybe.
Because I think you would use it.
But I don't have space currently. Like, my counters are pretty small.
It's come to the point where I use my cauldron so often that it stays out.
Yeah.
Which is like a privilege, but
My air fryer stays out.
Mine as well.
Yeah.
My air fryer is my toaster.
Yeah. I have a small toaster, but it's honestly a hazard.
Yeah.
Every time I toast it, I'm like, why is it smoking?
Dude, throw it out.
I know. And
throw it out because you have an air fryer.
It was literally $10 at like Walmart.
Yeah. I'm just like, I feel like people overlook an air fryer. They don't look at it like a toaster.
No, I use my air fryer if it's like a larger piece of bread. Mm-hmm. Like a sub or something.
I guess that's true. You do have to conduct a little more.
If it's like a little toast, then or like toaster waffles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I have no microwave, so I go.
Oh, true.
I have air fryer and oven, which I'll use it if I'm making that massive brisket.
Yeah.
But not if I'm.
Oh, I use my oven regularly.
No, I just switch the air fryer as often as possible.
My air fryer is just kind of small. Because
it's an
ultra
true.
one.
Yeah, I have like a medium sized one.
But I'm curious what other people are making. I need new recipes. But I have been just shocked at the amount of braised short rib I've seen.
Bring it over this way.
I know I've never made it, so I want to. It's really not that hard.
The cooking wine for it, and it's actually does take it up a notch rather than not using it at all or using like a vinegar.
But no, it's not that complicated. I don't cook meat a lot.
It's just patience. That one, honestly.
I'm just not.
I think it's like an hour for every pound in the oven.
I haven't ever I love beef. I just am not a big beef cooker.
I can't do steaks. I can't make them.
I know we're both inept at steak.
I can't make steaks, but I can
appreciate
slow cook something. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I think the next phase would be learning how to smoke something. But I don't know if that has to be outside.
Yeah.
But you could get into like a finishing smoke.
Yeah. Liz did that at one point where she had like these cedar planks. And she would do that with salmon.
Love.
Yeah.
And did she have like a cloche?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
She was getting into it.
I feel like I could get into that. It'll make your meat taste so much better.
And fish. I need to eat more fish.
Me too.
I think that's my resolution for this year.
Well, you went through a tuna fish phase recently, and that's another canned food that
oh my God, I don't even consider that controversial. If you hate canned tuna, get the fuck out of my life. Like tuna salad is probably a third of my diet.
Yeah, close to mine too.
Like it's a everything meal.
Yep.
But anywho, let us know where the best tuna salad is.
Yeah.
I think it's at my house, but it could be elsewhere.
What do you put in it?
A bunch. I put pickle juice. I put a tiny bit of oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I put
salt and pepper.
Obviously salt and pepper, lemon,
mayo.
And then I put a mix of mayo. I put like the American white mayo, and then I put a bit of Kewpie mayo. But I feel like if you do solely Kewpie, it can be a little
too creamy,
too rich. But the combo, maybe a little hot sauce if I have celery. I'm not a big onion in it person.
I am.
Because I like slicing the onion to have it in the sandwich.
Good call.
So I don't need it in the tuna salad.
Yep.
What else did I put? I made like a bootleg crispy rice spicy tuna the other day. So instead of tuna, I use instead of mayo, I use like sriracha mayo. And it was tasty.
You're on your red beet right now. Yeah. He is also addicted to that currently.
It was a good way to use like old rice and to use a can of tuna.
It really is. Great way to get protein out of a can.
Fiscal girlies.
That's right. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Not for Nothing. We will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Have us next Tuesday. Thank you. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.